Crackmat, it's good to have you here. Today we are making something very close to my heart. Bolognese sauce, or Ragu really. First published late 18th century in Bologna, Italy. The recipe then is very similar to the recipe we use today. Bolognese sauce is a meat sauce. Unlike its cousin from the tomato-rich south of Italy, spaghetti sauce or spaghetti bolognese, which is basically a tomato sauce with meat in it. Though that dish is wonderful, and I have a really good recipe for it, it is not what we're making tonight. This recipe has no, wait for it, garlic, basil, oregano. What? What? None. Many thanks to the Italians who brought this to America. It is traditionally served with tagliatelle or pappardelle. Fettuccine is good. A flat noodle. This dish, though open to some interpretation and maybe gentle changes, you can think about doing it, but don't do it. Make it as is first, and I promise you, the final product, once you taste it, you won't want to change a thing. It is a simple and easy recipe. Just bring a few things with you. Patience, very few ingredients, some time, and you will be justly rewarded, my friend. So, come on, let's get in that kitchen and make bolognese. In a heavy bottom pot, add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and half a cup of chopped onions over medium-high heat. We're just going to saute these until they become translucent, sort of Casper the Ghost look-alike. This will take about 3 or 4 minutes. That's looking good. To that now we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of carrot, which has been chopped finely, and 2/3 cup of celery, half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Give that a stir to coat all your vegetables. To that we're going to add 3/4 of a pound, that's 341 grams of ground beef. You could actually use 2 parts beef and 1 part pork if you like that. Still over medium-high heat. Beat this up like it owes you money. You want to break it up as much as possible. Keep stirring until the meat is no longer looking raw. That literally took about 3 minutes only, and it's looking nicely broken up. Now we're going to add 237 milliliters, that's 1 cup of whole milk. We are going to let this simmer until the milk has evaporated. Take your time here, stir occasionally, but a gentle simmer. Okay, so this looks good. The milk is completely gone. All that's left basically is the fat at the bottom. We are not getting rid of that fat. Remember, fat is flavor. We are making a proper bolognese here. To that, I'm going to add about 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Stir it in. Love that smell. Okay, to that, we are going to add 1 cup, 237 milliliters of a dry white wine. I am using Sauvignon Blanc. Once again, we're going to bring that back to a simmer and simmer gently, stirring often until that wine evaporates. Okay, the wine has actually evaporated. We're back to just the fat again. Leave it alone. We're going to add a good quality canned Italian tomato. These are whole, and I have chopped them up coarsely and included some of the juice that came in that can. So here I have 1.5 cups. That's 400 grams. Stir this in really well. Make sure the sides of your bowl are nice and clean. We are going to let this simmer here for the next couple of hours. All in all, 3 hours. It's going to be over a very low heat. We barely want a bubble breaking on the very top. And I know that my burner on the front here is way too high, even on low. So I'm going to move it to the smaller burner on the back, but barely bubbling. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll stir it occasionally. If we find that all the liquid has evaporated, we're going to add maybe a half a cup of water as we go. I'm going to check back every hour with you. And just remember, when it's all done, no water in the pot. The fat will separate, but we're going to mix that back in. This is a bolognese sauce that is tossed with pasta. It's not like the buckets of bolognese sauce you pour over a pile of spaghetti, although that's good too, and I have a great recipe for that, which I will be making. But this is a bolognese that's going to be mixed in with some pasta, and it'll serve about 4 people. All right, I just want to show you, I got it on the small burner on the back. It is just barely bubbling. So we're going to cook this uncovered for about 3 hours. You can even do it for longer, but we're going to settle on 3. So set your timers. Just remember, in the end, we want no water remaining. All right, I will check back hourly with you. Later on, we'll taste it and adjust the seasoning as needed. All right, here we are after 1 hour. Still plenty of liquid in here. I have stirred it probably 2 times, maybe 3 in the last hour. Otherwise, that's it. Again, nice gentle simmer for another hour, and we'll be back. Here we are at hour 2. All right, the heat's still at low. I'm going to come back in an hour. And here we are at hour 3. Still have some liquid in here. I have to tell you, the smell is incredible. So I'm actually going to let this go for perhaps another hour or so. But you can stop here if you want after the 3 hours are completed. So I actually went with 4 hours and 45 minutes. And just have a look at that beautiful meat sauce. And that's what Bolognese is. My pasta, I'm using pappardelle, is simmering very gently back there. I am only using, first of all, this will serve 1.5 pounds of pasta, 6 people, but I'm not using it all today. I'm using half of it. So in here I have 3/4 pound of pasta, and I'm going to use half of this. So I am actually going to remove half and reserve it for another use. This freezes really, really well. Pure gold. All right, that's off. Just waiting for the pasta to be done, and then we'll marry the two of them. My pasta is cooked and drained. Just that in there. And I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of butter. Don't skip this step. It marries the sauce together. Turn it to coat the pasta with your lovely sauce. There we go. Let's get this served. We need some Parmesan. It smells amazing. Pasta waits for nobody. So when the pasta is ready, please sit down and eat it. All right, here it goes. As I said, I'm using pappardelle, which I love. Okay, let's see if I can get this in my mouth. My God, there's nothing like a ragu. This bolognese is delicious. Big mouthful. Sorry, I won't force you to watch. This really is a perfect sauce, and I think if you make it, you'll really, really enjoy it. So please make it. Grazie mille. Divine. Please comment, like, and support my channel. It means a lot to me, and apparently it means a lot to the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for doing that. So, until next time, mind yourself. Bye.